Kelly, go.
Kelly had actually asked me to recreate the original. However, since we didn't have computers back in those days, right, nor were we good at keeping scrapbooks, we couldn't do that. So you have to bear with me on this. I did put something together, and this is a little more contemporary, maybe.
Does everyone know that Ray was our best man?
Yeah. And we'll talk about the after the
Yeah,
reception.
Oh yeah.
When you got Kathy shit faced.
That's in here.
Never forgive you
That's
for
sort of
that.
in here. I figured I would let you
Check your bedroom.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're children project.
Here we go. All right, here we go. It seems like just a couple years ago. We go back to when Mike and I were little kids. Later worked on cars, circled the hot shops in high school, and had our first six-pack of Black Label. We double dated, hung out together, and Mike was my best man. So I've seen a bit of the two of you over the years. The world has changed a bit, but the two of you just got better. You were always there for your friends, steady in your principles, and dedicated to each other. That's all right. The two of you make everyone feel comfortable and welcome, whether you're an old friend or a young friend. My sons always say, we're going to Williamsburg, and we've got to get together with Mike and Kathy. You've had challenges, but handled them well, and looked to the good times, made your dreams come true. You've lived life well. 40 years ago on your wedding night, we shared a fine bottle of champagne.
No, you two.
And you still have
The
a
four of
constantly-
That was the beginning. A few grapes later, and maybe a brain cell or two, I recall an old Latin phrase, in vino veritas, in wine there's truth. We should add to that, and there's a lot of love there too. Please raise your glasses to Mike and Kathy, our friends, who have taught us the true meaning of devotion, commitment, and most of all, love.
Here, here.
Thank you very much.
And from one who's been there 2, 3,
4
maybe
times.
more times, I can tell you, you know what, my hat and everyone else is off.
Thank you.
Only 40, Mike. Isn't that enough?
Hey.
Takes after her dad.
First of all, we'd like to thank everyone for being here to help our parents celebrate this wonderful occasion in Boston. It goes to show that our parents have made and kept some wonderful friends over 40 years. I must say that I am so glad that this party is finally here for a few reasons. First of all, we know that I'm a horrible liar, which has made talking on the phone to my parents incredibly difficult. So I apologize.
Very good calls. Very
I'm
good
not
calls.
calling much lately. Secondly, collecting all and going through all of the pictures from their early years together has been a great experience. Boy, do we have some questions, like, Dad, what were you thinking with those plaid pants? And finally, I think we are all tired of discussing how we are going to get you out of this house so we could pull off the surprise. We are so grateful to have such wonderful parents to look up to as the sweetest example as to what love and marriage should be. Having witnessed the last 28 to 34 years, we can say that there's nothing less than adoration, love, respect, trust, and passion you have for each other. I guess that's why the 40th anniversary is considered the Ruby anniversary for the passion and the eternal flame of the heart. Although over the past 40 years, our parents have had a lot of time geographically separated due to our father's occupation, I can probably count on one hand in shots of my lifetime that my parents have not talked on the phone at least once a day. They worked as a team, raising us even when having such so-called empty up to them the most for, because you know the saying, those that play together stay together. So, so, on behalf of Mark, Sean, Julie, Chloe, baby boy McCracken, and all the grand dogs, we thank you all so much for coming and sharing this wonderful occasion with us, and we ask you to join us now in toast to Kathy and Mike. Mom and Dad, we love you, we thank you, and we wish you many more wonderful years ahead. You deserve only good things. In fact, because you deserve the best, we wish you only the best forever.
I really can't top that, so.
Cheers.
The best parents, friends, and role models I could look up to. Here.
Cheers.
Well said, Sean.
That was pretty good.
Kelly, you should have went second.
Well, Kathy and I, you know, everybody thinks we've been married 40 years, but those of us who've been in the Air Force and part of the airlines know that I've only been here half the time. So it's really only 20 years, and maybe that's what's kept us together for 40 years. You know.
Mike, I've only known you for about 10. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
But I want to thank you all. It's very special for Kathy and I because a lot of you came a long way. Frank from St. Louis, Alan Tracy from South Carolina, and we really, truly appreciate the efforts you made to help us celebrate. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot Joanne from Minnesota. Help us celebrate this very special occasion, and needless to say, we're very, very happy that we made it this far. And thank you again. We really appreciate you coming.
Trust me, the alternative
Love
is
you.
expensive.